Alright, OpTic Cloud9, map 1 Strongholds.
Your points double up, and that's where you start to spin out of
84K
with teams of this
viewers.
caliber, really expect them
The
to
best
be going
two
for
teams in the game, probably. Sorry, Sentinels fans.
They're not going to try to force trip caps here in this game.
They're going to need Royal 2 back before I think they're going to compete. Nothing against Formal, you know. They just don't have the chemistry that they had with Royal 2.
Nobody is going for the B stronghold as of yet. Right. They are all concentrating their firepower in the center of the map. They realize if they get the slaves,
who are we cheering for here? I honestly don't even know. I feel like I got to ride with OpTic.
You know, some going for the same strategy. They're countering each other's strongholds. One's going, you know, we saw Cloud9.
People love to hate OpTic, but people love to love OpTic. You know, kind of equals out.
Very good idea when you're trying to think of your score in relation to opponents. All right, why take the B stronghold?
It's crazy. I really haven't even seen Cloud9 play this whole time yet.
Finally, you're going to see two strongholds locked down, and your first team to score will be OpTic Gaming as they jump out to a 9-point advantage. Over on C, a little bit of a contest as Renegade is going to be dropped. Eco will
not much going on here yet. I'm
so
hyped. Puckett. Chris Puckett with the cast.
And this is where you can rack up the points. The trip cap is here.
Here comes the trip cap.
We need Farouk. Where's Farouk at?
As long as one of the strongholds is not being contested or captured. So what you'll notice here, since OpTic Gaming were capturing A, they're still just getting the single points trickling up. That's the other cool part
trickling
of this game
slowly.
Is they've made a couple different changes here in Infinite to the objectives, specifically to Oddball and Strongholds.
Yep.
Meaning,
this should honestly be winners finals. I don't know what happened with the seeding, dude.
Impossible situations. I think people like Golden Boy complained before about his math skills. They're like, all right, we understand. We'll try to make
the
this
seeding
game
got messed up, I
friendly.
guess, because Cloud9 ended up 4 seed. The other side of winners is going on my TV over here. Pioneers versus United. Pioneers up 1-0. So the winner of that gets guaranteed top 3. The winner of this is guaranteed top 3.
Stellar Renegade in the feed here for
nothing against the United or the Pioneers,
but
these are the best two teams in this tournament, in my opinion.
See the trip cap, and this is where Cloud9 just explodes. It seems like they get power weapon control, and then they all
nice rocket. Pizengwin.
It looks like right now they're challenging at B.
Sub-Zero, as he wanted to be called. And the community outraged, wouldn't allow it to happen.
You don't want to choose B. B is the most central spot on the map of all the strongholds, where people from Cloud9 are going to be able to collapse in and challenge. Instead, you want to go for one of these side caps like C, which is exactly what Pistola does. He's a wizard for a reason.
Yeah, and I got to give big props
You're
to
a
Lucid
wizard.
Pistola makes the
Justin.
call. Lucid instantly
Justin
trades
D's.
the beat down. They get the double kill cleanup. Staying on the move.
When the
Pistola,
D's Nuts meme was
caught by 3
popular, I
players
made
on
a
his
gamer
left.
tag
One
Justin
rotation
D's
from
Nuts.
Cloud9. They felt it, they push out, they make sure they have control.
It got banned. It got reverted back to like a default Xbox gamer tag. Microsoft wasn't having it. God forbid I try and be funny on the internet.
Such control, they seem to know OpTic's moves before they make them.
Nice
I want to
nades.
hear how they're calling this out. So let's go to an
Not.
extra listen.
That looks like me throwing nades, Joey. They're getting hype. Oh, you love to see it. Behind the pole. People love being down there. Cloud9 looking good. People always using the Sentinel beam. Tried to pull it out in matchmaking earlier. I'm not touching it again. I'll tell you that. Oh, that looks like me with rockets. Good work. Zany.
And we're coming back out of the Astro listening. Stellar with the bulldog in the beatdown. They continue to score up to 11.
I guarantee you I'm whipping that shoddy shell
Renegade.
and dying.
You kind of highlighted it, Dave. You are going to have some studs on the slaying side for Cloud9. For OpTic Gaming, yet a hot start from Pistola. Everyone else kind of quiet since then. It seems they're getting picked off or just overwhelmed.
Yeah, not really able to get.
How did the 2 shoddy
going
shells
there
not kill
from
him?
the
He had to beat
OpTic
him
side.
down for the
What stood out
actual
most to
kill.
me
That's so
during
whack.
that listening with Cloud9 was just how they're able to keep track of so many players from OpTic. One, they're calling out where a flanker is. They're saying, all right, saying AKA Lucid.
Yeah,
is
the
over towards
Adidas
bottom
hat.
A.
You'll love to
Secondly,
see it.
they're keeping track across the map when a stronghold is being capped. They're letting you know if it's single or double cap. So they're now saying, all right,
Someone pointed that out in my last video.
Know that there are more threats across
Joey's
the map
got the hat
that
that
could be a
Snake
challenge
Bite
in
and
the
Royal
center.
2 always rock.
Otherwise, there's times where they can call out if multiple are capturing a stronghold, meaning, all right, half their team's in that stronghold. Let's decide if we're collapsing or if we're getting positions.
I gotta know, Raleigh,
Optic's
do we
on
have
their
any
back
OpTic
foot.
gaming
Back
fans
foot.
out in the crowd? Well,
Cloud9's
they need
definitely
you
the aggressor right now.
OpTic is down 115 points, and they got him out the comeback. You got to turn it up right here, Dave. Pistol with a crucial kill in the back of C. Now trying to get eyes over on APG at B. It looks like that point not captured quite yet. Pistola trying to play hero here, but these are the situations we're seeing. You have to overextend by yourself. You get punished, and you don't score.
Damn, they're about to
Now you
get
get
trip capped.
And that was such a difficult
Nah,
scenario, and it
they're
even
getting
gets
C.
the best players in the world, someone like Ola, where he sees that B capture.
Halo obviously shouldn't
so
have like a
far
mini
along
map.
that he's
Like it's
tempted
good
to
that
jump
there's
off
no
of that
radar.
balcony and go in there and
But
fish
I
up, and
think
as
like
soon
the
as he goes over
viewership
there,
experience
who's
would
hopping in the
benefit
renegade,
from
one of the
a
people you
mini
do
map
not wanna
where
engage in a
everyone
1v1
is,
fight
the
with,
way Call of
and he's
Duty
forced to
does
back
it.
down and eventually die. So
Give you a
it
better
goes to
idea of
show,
what's
like, they are
happening.
put in some very
I think that would be
uncomfortable
cool.
positions in this game.
You see Lucid working with APG there. They finally cut down Stellar, who is double positive, 14-7. He was on a run there with the power weapons. Now you see it's going in the hands of Penguin as he scoops up the Bulldog. APG trying to finish off these kills, but it's Cloud9.
The championship whites. I just actually looked at the jerseys for the first time. It's fire.
The trip cap opportunity. A little bit of contest at C as Lucid and Trippy will win that fight.
Can't see with
But this is
the
getting
shadow
dangerous now
looks
for
weird.
OpTic. We're
The
in
shadow
final
from the
20 points
monitor
for
on them
Cloud9.
though.
Yeah, it's really getting out of control. I mean, just the amount of slaying power we see from this Cloud9
Ooh, that does
side
melt.
is just
It does melt when other people
and then
use
we
it.
got Penguin, the tournament. The
Don't look
Braves
like that
are
while I'm
playing
shooting
tournament yet. Going the most positive, going 16-8, leading this roster. They chose this player for a reason, and he's
Penguin
showing
balling.
up when they need him the most.
Renegade gave
Well, this
Trippy
was
the business
freaking
in that
annihilation.
VR fight,
But
and that
to
is
be
just
fair,
the
this is
exclamation
OpTic's worst
mark on
map.
a game number
This is
one
the
that
only map they've lost so
Cloud9
far.
needed
They
for
lost it
momentum.
to
250
FaZe
to 49 after
yesterday,
one more
so.
kill, and there it is. Oh my God!
Wow, what a game out of Cloud9.
Stop right there. 250 to 49, like you said, Puckett. And I want to highlight the
201 point
That was such a smart position
lead.
there from Penguin after capturing that B point, just to hide in that corner.
There's that
It's such
flow.
a
Stellar looks like a
position, I
frickin'
would say.
lion.
Most of the time, you're like,
It's
all
got a
right,
lion's
you
mane
check
going
over
on.
on the street, you check towards PD, or you check towards Red Room, you check those other spots. And
All
it's
right,
like, all
tough
right,
start.
nobody's here.
Bizarre Slayer
I can go in-
next.
you cannot just say, oh,
Map
Lucius
2,
is stepping up
Bizarre
here,
Slayer.
OpTic goes. Like,
Right.
Clearly, they have 4 of the best
I feel like
players
OpTic's
here
got to
in
win this.
Infinite.
If they go down 2-0, it's
are
going to be so
winning
tough for them to
online
reverse
qualifiers
sweep.
and only dropping 1 game out of this tournament for a reason.
Both teams with fantastic coaches. Coach Lunchbox going to try and make sure your your red team, OpTic Gaming, is going to be in charge of those power weapons. Early fight going in favor of Penguin, who picks up the double. Now they've got the good.
Anytime I play this map, dude, I go Treehouse and I feel like I get pinned down in there. It's so frustrating.
It might have been a stick.
I forget who we were just viewing from, but that's exactly what happens to me.
Got that kill because a 2-kill swing with 1 grenade off the start to secure an overshield, that is quite a game changer.
All right, did they get rockets too?
I believe he is that player on the Dynamo, so that was probably the solution. Eco, well, your overshield's gone. Great use of the green
Yeah,
gun,
they
and
did.
If you're in my
Stellar
rankings,
got
take note.
OV,
You don't have to push out
or
and see
Stellar
where
got
they have
rockets.
all the goods. You can hang back and punish. 2 kills, though, swinging in favor of Cloud9 as Penguin hits the beatdown and the Bulldog goes to work. Stellar, he's still loaded up here with the rockets. They have full control of this map.
Oh,
I mean,
Penguin
I
got the
expected
beatdown. They're all
Bizarre
going to be coming
play
off spawn blue
slower than
side.
Street Stronghold, but not this much slower, Puckett.
Yeah.
It's interesting seeing these teams maneuver
6-3.
across the map. You notice how they're just flipping this over. Last time you saw Cloud9 holding
I really
the
don't
lockers,
like this map.
holding the rocket side, and then collapsing in over towards the tree and BR. And it seems like
I guess
they're
it's
gonna
just 'cause
repeat
I'm
the
bad at
same
Halo,
thing
but-
over at the blue base.
And I just saw Lucid take a bit of a sigh there as
Other
one
teams
more
always have
player
mid-map
escaped
control.
that fourth
I'm just
shot.
like
Just
constantly
cannot
feel like
finish these
stuck in the
kills.
base.
Cloud9 is
That's
peeking
what's
in,
happening
getting
to
2 shots off
OpTic
and
right
getting
now.
out. Stellar with a nice trade on Trippy is going
But
to
they're
keep
making
the
their
score
way out
10
mid.
to 5. It's still early. But already Cloud9 off to a fast start, and you're going to see Pistola
Lucid's
now
lurking
grabbing the
around
grenades
low.
that can do massive damage.
Those shock
This
nades,
is
man.
where you can swing it. You got middle control.
They're
just keep
crazy.
the team shot up.
Yep, getting those dynamo grenades. Not only getting them is important, but figuring out the most effective use of them. And it seems like most teams are really opting to, one, you know, use them to get out of time when they're in a very peculiar situation.
That's frustrating.
However, the more majority of the
Sliding
time,
out of your base,
like,
just
clear
3
out the
shoddy
trees
shells
and
to the
be all
back.
right, because there's such confined quarters that, yes, you can maybe roll around the corner with your teammate and stuff, but it's such a risky maneuver, and that's why it's nice.
I guess he
to
just
have
wasn't
that
close
clear
enough
out
for the
those
2
areas so
shoddy
that you
kill.
can take them over a bit safer.
Frustrating.
We just close off an entire entrance. Look at OpTic Gaming, though. We said it was 5-10. Now your score 11-13. The comeback is in. The player leading the charge, it's going to be Trippy.
They're
on
doing
your
well.
screen. Lucid also
As long as they don't get
background
caught
has
up,
been
stuck
aiding
in the
with
base,
multiple
that's where
kills.
you
I've
really...
seen him putting in 2 shots.
They get you
back
spawning
and
on
setting
each
things up.
base
Stellar,
constantly. You
though,
can't
mangle
get
in hand,
together with your
trying to get
team.
a little bit sneaky, and he's got players all around him. APG
Ooh, he's
spotted.
gonna
Here's
catch
the
someone with
gift
their
he's
pants
waiting
down.
for, though. Thrusting forward, hasn't taken any damage yet. Perfect grenade should be able to
Oh,
finish
that's
this.
frustrating.
It will. APG there to clean this one
Like, he was
up.
in
The
such a
damage
good
already
position
done.
and
Yeah,
just like...
damage has been done. We
He couldn't get the
saw
kill fast
how
enough.
Stellar broke behind the enemy
That guy
lines
Top Rocket
and
just
did
boned him.
not just shoot the very first
Ends
person
up
he
just
saw.
getting a trade.
He wanted to get more information and then start. And as soon as he saw APG, or I should say Ola there, running down towards that second pillar, he realized now is the go time. You don't want to get too greedy. You don't want to say, all right, I'm going to wait until I see a third person or wait till I get something else. He knew that that full side on Rocket side was cleared out. So
This game is very slow
paced
paced.
and creating panic and opportunities for his teammates to collapse in the center of the
18-13.
map.
And you recognize the timing. He did it. He did it while
3.5
Rockets were coming
minutes
up.
in.
This was a
Almost
team
4 minutes
effort,
in.
A coordinated effort to secure back-to-back rocket grabs now for Cloud9.
That's something you don't see people do a lot in matchmaking, shooting the nades after like a player dies.
20-16, OpTic still very much in this.
If they don't throw their nades, they just land on the body, you can just shoot them and do damage. Especially if someone's like behind a wall and you can't see them.
I remember watching on Lucid's,
Take notes, people.
timeline where he posted this ridiculous comeback on Bazaar Team Slayer.
Try and get better today. Learn a little bit.
Oddly enough, when I was playing with Hex last night, he was kind of asking me, what does this button do? How do I
What does this button do?
pilot this vehicle? However, I feel like when we go to these players listening, the comms are going to be a little bit different. So let's go to Astro listening with our friends over here on OpTic Gaming.
OpTic's gonna be like, hey guys, how do I reload again? What's the jump button? That's what it's like playing with my mom. Just kidding. Sometimes people will be on PC asking me how to do stuff, and I'm like, bro, I don't know. I'm on controller. It's LB. I don't know what it is for you.
He's right under. Behind me also, they spawned a blue behind us. Blue cubby. Nice, Tommy. Be careful.
I might die.
Blue bridge punching you, Justin. Red bridge.
They're bouncing back though.
Look on Matt, Joey. Look on Matt.
Call them back into it.
Yep, he's pushing you. Alright, we got I'm looking alley.
Just watch.
I'm looking alley.
I'm looking big door.
Good old Astro listening. We got Astro listening, so we got Puckett commentating. It's a beautiful day for Halo. Wonderful hit 100K viewers on Twitch. I almost said on Steam.
Watch an alley.
Stellar's on the tree.
I meant stream, I think.
Yo, they might spawn blue on us if we don't block it.
I'm watching it. Yo, can someone get push with me? I can't.
Yo, I'm in their cubby, guys. I'm in their cubby.
Just get their tree.
In the cubby. That's what they're calling it now. So hard to keep up with the call-outs between like what the game calls them and then what other people call them. Some people have different names. That was the first time I've ever heard anyone call that cubby.
It was all going so well there for a moment. It cut down the lead to 2. Now it's back up to 6 in favor of Cloud9, trying to break out from the BR's APG.
They're just like trying to claw back into it, and every time they get within arm's reach, it just Cloud9's pulling back away.
On me, I'm just happen to fight. You know, like Lucid was saying, he's fighting somewhere at the pillars and trying to stay alive at double doors. Just that calm demeanor that they have throughout the scenarios, and just the overall awareness that they have.
Dip
going
out of
onto
there.
the map. They said, all right, we know that 3 of them are over here at red. Do we know if one's spawning at blue right now? Because what some teams tend to do, or players tend to do, is they get very tunnel vision on what's going good for them. It's almost like when you hear
You don't
that,
gotta tell me about
old
tunnel
chef
vision
adage where it's like,
visioning,
if you think you have a
Walshy.
good move, your opponent probably has a better move.
Story of my life.
They are having that sort of mindset where they're saying, well, we seem to have a flank on them.
Damn,
Do
now
they
it's a
happen to have
10-point
flank
game,
on
man.
us? Like, let's think this through. Really
Cloud9
before
came
we
to
make a
play
move.
today.
It's the double kills that are coming in that are really the difference maker in the last minute. The lead growing up to 10 now as Renegade looks to punish with the Bulldog. APG, a sliver of health in the head. It will fall. Renegade and Penguin again in the feet and a beatdown to follow it all up. The trades are in, and from here on out, you're happy with those. 12 kills to go
12,
until
dude.
you have
They
a
just keep pulling away.
2-0 lead over OpTic Gaming. OpTic's got to turn it around.
They gotta start now if they're gonna do anything.
They do,
You only got
but
11
it's gonna
kills
be
left for
difficult,
Cloud9.
especially when you have someone like Renegade going up like he is. We've always been highlighting these two players, Lucid and Renegade, from these two squads, and Renegade is showing up. He is 16-8 in this game right now, Puckett.
Can we get a
Ooh, good
screen
shots.
on Renegade? Just close it out with the man. So involved around the map, you can see him constantly holding
That
forward.
1.7
Lucid,
KD is
he's
going to
staying
drop
up
a little
there.
bit
He's
after
leading
this
team with
series,
assists.
whether
In fact,
they
he
win or
has as many
lose.
assists as everyone else on his squad. He's
Lucid.
surviving, but they aren't able to take control. Renegade on the back end, going to be challenging up here on Trippy. Might be the distraction that we saw from Stellar about 3 minutes ago.
Look at this brilliant clearing out. So what Renegade's doing is...
It's crazy to think Cloud9 was the 5th seed before Sentinels lost their points. They're still 4th
I need to
seed.
chase down that kill, fight that person. But you have secondary options besides hunting down that kill.
It's crazy.
You can get better positional advantage. And instead he gets into some
Not many
weird
places to go.
wrangler battle in the vents.
That was so
I
weird.
haven't seen Die Hard just yet this Christmas, but I guess we get a quick preview right now.
Yeah, Renegade with the spike is able to finish that one.
They're coming back, though. It's only a 5-point game now.
Daggers in the feet doing too much damage. We're going to see Pistola, Mangler in hand.
They have a
trying to
chance. It's
close
not
this
over
gap.
yet.
Eco just picked up Lucid, who is trying to get behind enemy lines, and now you've got APG to support. You got to take the same gunfight,
Okay.
though. APG will find
thrust,
one. Here
huge.
is Pistola, but your opponent's just 6 kills away.
This gap is closing
5.
the Puckett.
Damn.
It was a 10-kill lead, now diminished just down to 4. I mean, still not a very comfortable position to be in if you're OpTic, but a hell of a lot more comfortable than being down by 10.
Oh, the shock nades, man.
Anything is possible in Halo Infinite.
Feels like you
And
can't
there's
do
another
anything
one
when
scored
someone
by
gives a
Lucid.
shock nade on you.
Long-range damage being dealt with the
It's
grenades.
the worst.
And this is a 3-point game, ladies and gentlemen. Raleigh, are you enjoying
It's
this
4,
Team
bro.
Slayer? Make some noise as we go down to the wire. It's OpTic Gaming with the Rockets.
What happened to your math?
Getting a little damage there,
Math
but
skills.
not the finish. Each of these rockets are so precious, and I don't need to tell you that, Puckett. You know how important rockets are and how valuable
Puckett
it is
rockets.
to accurately shoot each one
If
of them.
anyone here is
Take out
new,
3 teammates with one of
Puckett
those.
rockets are synonymous with just a wasted
Especially
rocket.
This game being down to the wire, those need to count. You can't just be shooting those rounds.
There you
That
go.
was a
Or a
ineffective
suicide.
use
That could be a
of
Puckett
rockets here
rocket.
from Pistola.
Pistola's going to be kicking himself. He knew he wanted to react, didn't want to waste the rocket or at least hand it over so it could be dealt against his team, but that is a kill they could not
Damn.
give up. The
1-point
swing is still
game.
here, though, as we're going to see Trippy and
They could
Lucid
do
get
it.
the picks. Trippy around the corner gets out with his life as well.
1-kill game, Puckett.
Renegade's
They have just
bottom
been taking
mid,
this game in
dude.
their own hands,
Do they
and
know?
OpTic have control of the center of the map. This gives them more
Oh, they got
angles.
Ovi?
They can coordinate the team fights better, and on top of that, they get control of the overshield.
They have the
47-47.
Rockets, they've got the overshield, they've got their
Oh,
opponents.
this is
We
a
have 2
huge
players
choke
down
from
low.
Cloud9 if they
Pistola
lose this
can't
game.
take this fight alone, and they're going to be surging onto APG. Can he survive this? They've got him down
Great
low.
work staying alive
They're
there.
all weak.
Oh.
They can't take these fights.
Yeah, these players
Oh,
are all stuck
no.
down at the Bulldog spawn. And this is not a good spot for Cloud9 to be. They need somebody out, and these are just on.
There, he's done. No, no, it was so close.
And close out the game. You hear Hoaxer behind them
Oh, I
saying,
can't
"Let's go."
believe it. Like, obviously Cloud9 should have won
Such
that,
an
but
odd fight, Puckett, right?
OpTic
Like,
had it. It was
how often are you at the very
47-47.
bottom, like shooting up into the vents? I've never had that fight ever in.
I have never had that fight either.
Poor Bradley. APG is fast, but you cannot get away from all 4 members of Cloud9.
Once they were
survive,
collapsing there, he
they
was
gang
done.
up,
Literally
they
all
flank,
4.
And they punish 50-47 as they hang on and now hold a 2-0
95K.
advantage. We're
Are we
going
gonna
into
hit 100?
CTF.
All right, map
OpTic
3.
Gaming needs to
Aquarius
make the comeback
CTF,
right
dude.
now, otherwise
It's gonna
it
be
is
tough for
Cloud9
OpTic
heading
to
into our
reverse
winners
sweep.
bracket finals.
But I would be
Well, they will
surprised if
face off
Cloud9
against either
3-0s
E United
them,
or
so
Pioneers. That one currently
I feel like
in game
OpTic's
number
gonna
4
win this
over
at
on
least,
Bravo
right?
with E United leading. But we
You
gotta
never
finish
know.
this one right here as we head to Aquarius. It is CTF Is it over, or is it just beginning? It's a time to find out as we open things up once again. One of the OGs, it's Pistola on your screen.
Look at this next level of how this game's already being played. You know, the games I'm playing here on Aquarius CTF, we're all looking top there to challenge that camo.
3 dead already.
Renegade challenging each other at each other's thrusters.
I'm still on my flag, shooting at the other guy on the other side here. Meanwhile, the flag is moving in the hands of Trippy, and this side of the map definitely
That's so
the
funny.
preferred route for all the flaggers. APG,
I'm still on my
he's got the
flag
kill.
looking
This is
across.
gonna enable
Yep.
some huge movement
Sounds
for
about
OpTic.
right.
You literally can't get any more objective efficient with these flag grabs and runs. They got a couple kills. They're already blocking the
That was a
spawns.
far-ass
They got
toss,
the
too.
first flag in. Trippy and the OpTic gaming crew
43
are just getting
seconds
started,
for a
Puck,
cap.
to answer your question.
And I thought APG was going to keep his
So you have to come out hot. Come out hot. I didn't know what I was trying to say. Hard or hot. Gotta come out quick.
And you're going to see Eco trying to make his way in, but he's
I'm not trying to get swept out here in winners semis
Sidekick in hand.
after
Show
being
off the
considered the
pistol kid. What do you
best
got for me?
team for
Also,
the last
just
month.
discovered real quick, two
Can't let
world
that
champions right now
happen.
just being completely shut down. Stellar and Renegade, both at 0 kills apiece. They are just being taken out of this game completely, and OpTic Gaming are taking full advantage of it. But Renegade has something else to say about it. He's got Heatwave now. He's got 2 kills under his belt, and he is putting some work in over at the
I'm a
OpTic Gaming base.
Just getting
renegade.
gunned down. The commando in the back is so annoying.
Such a dope
Trippy
name.
Trying to help out his teammate, but Eco is too fast for him. And here's the tough situation. You know where they're coming from. You don't really have the ideal weaponry at that distance, and a little bit of an ego chow from Trippy.
3
is
down
going
for
to
OpTic
cost him.
now.
Meanwhile, this is going to be in favor of Cloud9.
Oh.
2 kills down, flag almost.
I don't know how that happened, but
unfortunately, it's
that was
not
a
showing.
huge
That's
play.
a big one from APG.
3 dead.
That'll stop
They're gonna
this
get
one
the
from
re.
going anywhere. OpTic Gaming can go back on the attack. Don't have to worry about too much defense.
Back on the attack, but I hope to see Cloud9 maybe get a little more top control, because one thing we've been seeing this entire time is OpTic Gaming.
Both teams are just
top pink,
flying
top
right
car.
now.
Most of these teams and players call this just like mid-chip, the side with the 2 ramps going up towards pink. And so they've just had that height advantage. And sure, you can sneak around every once in a while and scoop up a kill or 2, but that's not going to amount to things in the long run for your team. That's relying on too many small factors to go in your favor. You really need
Don't
to
breathe
have
too loud,
people
Ola.
up top
You're
on the
camoed.
sides that can see more of the map.
So my AI always
Thinking
tells
of the
me.
second camo of the game, and he uses that one to shut down
Try
the flag run
breathing a
from
little
Stellar.
softer.
Stellar, you mentioned it, just seeming to be a little bit off in this one, trying to make the objective play when the opportunity isn't there.
Oh,
Hasn't really
he's
been
trying
able to
just
score when
so
it
hard
comes
to
the
like
kills.
help, but not
The
shoot
Storm
Trippy in the
crew,
back.
forced to play extremely heavy defense. And they
Respect
will
for
get
that.
the trade as finally the flag
People
goes
in
on.
matchmaking will
Stellar's
just
gonna
put
get
3
beat
shots
down
in your
his
back and
base,
be
but
like,
neither
dude,
flag will be moving anytime
what are you
soon.
doing?
Yeah, neither flag
You
moving,
jumped
but
right in front of
Trippy
me.
doing a great job actually pushing over from the util side to push into this Cloud9 flag, but just staying alive, being a nuisance, realizing that he does not have to do it all himself. I was a little curious, though, about Ola being so cautious there. He had camo, just sat in the back there, trying to make sure they got that flag recovery. I don't know if that was a wise play to just ensure that they get the slays and don't let anyone from Cloud9 sneak
good
by,
fake.
or if he's
Didn't
just
work out
being
for
a
him, but I
little
like
too
the
cautious.
evasive
Wizard might have
maneuvers.
some tricks up his sleeve we still don't understand. Eco back on your screen, though, has taken top control here for Cloud9, and that's what you were highlighting earlier. They need to
Unlegit.
establish this top high ground control.
It is crazy because I don't think of Eco as unlegit anymore.
APG gonna get
He went with the
but
name
Penguin
change.
falls, and APG doesn't get finished.
But I just like
I feel
can't
like every time I
think
look at this
of
meeting,
Lucid as
Raleigh
anyone
is
but
getting the
saying.
key victories to allow OpTic to push out. They've had the last 2 camos, Lucid and crew, trying to make sure they get the 3rd as well.
More than a key victory, we're talking about a scenario where APG was getting shot in the back, was absolute one-shot, somehow rolls on through, gets a melee kill, and does not die. That's
I
more than
played
just winning
APG
a
on this
crucial
map
1v1.
last week, and he went like 17-3.
Only one has gone through for OpTic. This is their 3rd camo, though, and could be the 2nd flag score opportunity. 1 player down as Penguin finds Lucid. It will slow it a little bit. Trippy's got to do a lot on his own here. No support quite yet.
One thing that does look good for OpTic Gaming fans right now, obviously they're out slain, they're up by a flag cap. However, I wouldn't celebrate too early. They're out slain by 13 kills, and they've only translated that into 1 flag capture.
Wow.
Now, if you flip down the other
Okay,
side,
they are slaying.
we're gonna
Lucid
see
trying to
who's
get
gonna be
that,
more objective
trying to
efficient
maintain that
once it gets slayed.
1.7
We know there's
KD
gonna
he
be a
had.
period in time here where Cloud9 are going to come out
13
ahead
and 6.
It's just the natural ebb and flow of how a Halo game goes between top pros and top teams. So we're going to see who ends up getting
I love
more
those
out of their
things.
killing sprees.
Bradley just letting the lightning rip dynamo grenades, taking out everybody's shield in that room, and he's going to finish off 2 here as Eco is going to get the help from Renegade. Here comes Cloud9 on the left side. We've got Stellar still on 3 kills. If we can get over to his screen after Eco dies, I want to see what is going wrong for him, because they are going to need all 4 players to be slaying like they were on game 1 and game 2 if Cloud9 is going to start converting on the objective.
Yep, we see Cloud9 finally making over to the base. It feels like in like a more dominant fashion. They've been struggling a little bit to get over there. One thing we're also noticing both these teams really prioritize is to push in from the car or the utility side. They have that bridge that goes directly into the flag.
Yeah.
Rather than pushing it over from closet or pink side, which
Instead of
you just
having to
have
run
only
up a
that one
ramp on
up.
P side.
Lucid with a nice finish on Renegade here. This is 3 up for
They do-
OpTic, all
they do
searching
be
for
going
2,
util
making now
side.
3 respawning in the flag for Cloud9. And with the 4th popping up, this isn't going to
Nice.
be easy, but Lucid is going to open the door.
I do
Pistol is
tend to
swinging
pick
in.
that
Gotta
pistol
go for
up.
kill number 2 before you pull this. It's still
Not as
found,
efficient
and
as that,
Big
though.
One
I
will hold
usually
strong
just
on D.
miss enough shots to
That's
just
exactly what they need. Those kills are
die.
so crucial. You can be slayed as much as you want, but
Or
if
you'll get
you're
the
a player
dreaded
who's
trade.
closest to
This
the
game
flag
is like
dies,
a
and you're
trade
also pull that
fest.
flag, some of those kills are all for naught.
There's 4 camos in a row, Dave.
Trippy got the heat wave.
What's going on, Cloud9? It seems like
The
OpTic
bank
at
shot.
least is playing for that mid control while Bull is thinking about the flags. The rest of his team setting up for those power positions. APG
Perfect.
holding on to his. On the other side of the map, though, you just lost help as Ola falls and Lucid is forced back. APG is alone.
And I would argue that those camos that they're acquiring, it isn't as much about just timing. It's more about that top center and top middle
Yes.
control. Just the presence that they have there. They're able to
Yeah, I
grab
mean, when
that
you're out
at their
slaying them by
leisure
so
when the
much,
time is
you're
right.
in the advantageous
5 minutes left on
positions
the
because the other
Plenty of
team's
time
dead a
for
lot more
either team.
often.
It's just 1 flag separating their squads. And we've seen it before. You can pull that flag with 1 second left to keep the game alive. Stellar trying to finish.
Nice
and
try.
that is what is happening in his game. He's finding shoulders, just not finding the head on the fish shot.
That's so annoying when you just keep getting zoomed out. You're trying to just
It is, yeah.
get an
Every
angle.
single minor battle that they are winning, for example, on the Street Strongholds game, they're now losing in this case. We just have players putting on a show. Lucid actually going 20-10. We were highlighting Renegade last time as a superstar in Cloud9.
Oh, that's
The
so
OpTic
whack.
Superstar is bringing
Hit him
his
with the
team
blank
back
melee.
here in game number 3.
Let's get over to Lucid if we can. He has the hot hand right now. 9 assists to go with his 21 eliminations and production.
That's the thing, though. Like,
Carter behind the
OpTic's slaying
scenes.
them so
And
hard,
he
but
is
they're only up 1-0.
almost 21
It takes
kills
one
per game
round of
across all
slays
game
for
modes.
Cloud9 to get in a good spot, and then they can cap one and tie it up.
Gonna set the bar a little bit higher here.
And then it's like all that control and
slaying
slaying powers for
on top of
nothing.
those 21 kills he already has.
All right, flag is up top. Penguin
Zenguin.
trying to send it back home safely. Lucid was the threat up top. Great grenades are going to soften them up, and here's the finish.
One thing I would like to also highlight is they just took out Lucid. One thing that Eco was talking about, I was watching.
Stellar's like
the
triple
Cloud9
negative and
team
they're losing
posted
by
recently,
1. It's
is
like,
they say they do like to focus on.
I don't like
the
this
superstar
for
of the
OpTic
team.
personally.
When they have someone like Frosty down from Sentinels, they're like, their best player is off the map right now. We can do whatever we want, and they do have that mindset saying. There are players that are very pivotal to certain rosters. Clearly, Lucid being one of those players here on the OpTic game roster, and I wouldn't be surprised for them to
I
make
hate
sure
that
they're
gun.
calling out or stressing those callouts a little bit more to make sure that those
You can
kills
kind of
get
use it like a
finished
noob
where possible.
combo, but it has to be far range. If you're close, it's like you never hit all 3 bursts.
Here's a look at Renegade, though. If there's going to be a player to put this team back
Nice
in
try.
the power position, it will be him.
Thrust wasn't
Need to see
enough
the squad
to help him
starting to
survive.
charge together, though. You look at these blue dots. Always, it's just one player alone with no angle for help. And here is OpTic on the flank.
They don't got the
Gets in,
teamwork
but it's
rolling
Penguin.
like they had it
Flag
earlier.
is moving with lots of cover. You got 2 players top mid. The third is falling right behind you. And there you can see on the other side,
There we
Cloud9
go.
can't even look
That
at
one
his
toss
player.
was so
He has
tiny.
not taken an ounce of damage yet.
Oh.
No, but he realized that
That
he
nade
has
did
now
not
been
hurt him
spotted.
too much.
They do not have the top center control that they had before, so Lucid is not just going to panic and
They got
run this
2 top
across
mid.
right away.
Eco's
Instead,
going
they're
for a
gonna take this
re.
a little slow, Try to
There's
get some
two there,
slays,
though.
get
He's
some
gonna
damage
die.
before run that flag in. But
Lucid's
looks
gonna
like
die,
Renegade's
but
to
they're
be
gonna
hero here.
cap that.
Unfortunately, they're a second too late. And
Okay,
that could be
OpTic
the
showing
second
some
flag
life.
cap going in for OpTic Gaming.
The way this game's been going, it doesn't look like Cloud9's gonna get 2 caps in the last 2 minutes, but they can make me eat my words.
It's going to be Penguin moving this one. He's got it halfway there, basically, with 2 players top mid. It's going to be the opposite side of the map spawning up. They've got this one home, Dave.
Such a good
Wow.
route from Penguin as well.
And
So
just like
Penguin
that,
knew
they
that
got
had
one
3
pull,
dead. The
feels
last
like,
member
and
was
scored.
shooting Penguin, where he was up top, he said, all right, that's
They
fine.
got
You know what?
a
I can
minute
go
40.
car to bring this one safely while I'm getting my shields back. Whereas if Penguin did not take damage, he would have taken the safer route.
I wonder if
towards the
OpTic
car,
just,
where his team can cover him fully.
And if I'm
Gave
on
up
Xbox
too
right
much
now, I'm
control
telling
just
my
to
guys,
get that
listen,
last
we got
second
90
cap.
seconds left to play. The
I mean,
only
it
way
seemed
they
like it was
score
an easy
is
cap,
after we score.
but I
That's
guess
fine. Just play
they
some
went
strong
down right
game,
after
need
they
these
capped it.
kills, and that's the trade. In fact, Trippy gets out without falling on his back that they needed. Numbers up for OpTic. Renegade is getting caught out. He will be punished, and OpTic can surge forward here.
Oh my God, great hunt down there to kill Renegade. But what I was gonna say is OpTic is, like you said, doing a great job playing defense. However, they want to play defense by not just solely being in their base. The risk that you make
Yeah,
about
you can't
being in your
be-
base
you
is
can't
that your
turtle,
flag is-
dude.
Yes, you have great
That
defensive
just always
position.
results
However, if
in
you die, you do not have a respawn
one
to
round
help
of
you
slays
back
as
or
a cap
have a
if you're
chance
just
to stop
turtled
that
up in your
flag run.
base.
You need that safety at the midway point, right?
Yes.
Someone to be that last clutch to stop the flag's movement. 40 seconds remain on the clock here for Cloud9. If they want to keep this game alive, they need to tie up the score here. At least get the flags out of the base.
And that's what Lucid's doing right now. You saw
Only
Lucid
got
pushing
30.
out of the flag. Make the Cloud9 roster have to slay you twice before they can get that flag cap.
And Lucid wins another one down low. That was on
Ooh, I'm
Renegade.
not so
and
tired
Lucid
for it.
closes in on 30 kills with 12 assists. APT
That
right
double
behind him
kills,
at 26.
huge.
And 15 seconds
Pretty much
to
at this
go.
point,
This
any
is
kill they
OpTic's
get,
game. They're gonna
Stellar
force a
just went
game
down,
four here,
like-
Dave.
And look at this, Lucid.
This game's
like I
pretty
said,
much
the
over.
best
They don't
defense
got
is
any
good offense
chance.
all the way over.
He's shooting
at the
everyone in the back.
Cloud9 base. However, not pushing it deep enough.
He's not
to
gonna
make
get a
sure that they
touch.
spawn out. And that's
All
gonna
right,
be
OpTic.
game number 3.
Bouncing
Going in
back,
favor of
winning game
OpTic
3.
Gaming. We got a series here, Puckett.
What's the next game? An oddball now?
No celebrations yet.
You had an oddball in, and if they could win that, then Game 5 Slayer is a toss-up.
Because the job, well, there's a lot of work still to do, Dave. We're going into Game 4 next. That's going to be live fire. We got Oddball. But
Live
you gotta
fire,
love the way
Oddball.
OpTic played that objective.
That's OpTic's map,
Yeah,
right? They haven't
OpTic
lost an
did it so well.
live fire
I mean,
yet
the
in
margin they won
HCS
by
comp.
was given.
Going United. Can Cloud9 finish it here?
All right, Game 4. This is OpTic's map. Live fire.
I think
Win this
everyone
and
except for the Cloud9
force a Game
fans wanna
5.
See this one end here, whereas the rest of this audience, OpTic fans, they want to see this go to a Game 5.
All right, I like that. Raleigh, North Carolina.
What are the
you
chances?
guys ready to party? It's OpTic Gaming. It's Cloud9. It's
That would be
Halo
huge for
Infinite, baby.
Cloud9
Bucket
if
and
they,
Wall, share your microphones.
they hand them
Welcome
their
if you are
first
just
live fire
joining us.
loss
It's
and
Championship Sunday as we narrow down
finish
one of
the
the largest
series.
tournaments to our top squads, and we're starting off with one of the greatest players in the game. If you don't follow him already, do it right now. It goes by the name of Lucid.
Yep, and here's that passive start
Damn,
that I was
no
telling
one
you
wanted
about, Puckett,
tonight?
where they'll
All
sit
right.
over towards those A sandbags.
Dropping
try to
down
be
there is a
reactive,
death
see
trap.
Amos flanking from B or pillar side, and then decide where they
He
can go
knew
from
what he
there.
was doing.
It looks like Lucid
Oh,
grabs
and he
the
picks up
sniper
the
after seeing
snipe
people
heat
at
wave.
B, grab that heat wave and
That was
says,
sick.
how about you take the oddball? I'm going to do a few things over here.
I hope Stellar has a way stronger mental game than I do, because I would be broken after struggling in Game 3. You start my Game 4 like that.
I would be
Stellar now
broken.
challenging Lucid, and he is just going to wisely survive. Meanwhile, you see the kill feed continues to score for
Stellar's
Warren
on that ace
as
mental
they are
game,
going
you
to
know.
take control. Now
Nothing
fighting
phases
for
him.
the power up as the sniper continues just to support its APG and the BR work out front.
Yeah, and we're going to have to see who's going to be able to acquire this active camo. This one, you're not going to just dive on
Hit
in
him with the
AKs
no-scope.
because you just need to get these slays first. And look
I
at
thought
this
he would
OpTic
peek,
still
re-peek with the
actually
heat wave.
because
Oh,
they're
God,
so
from
focused on
range,
making sure
man.
they have these slays. That player
People don't
at the
realize
top of
that
tower,
the
Trippy,
heat
who
wave has
the
so
oddball,
much range.
Not hesitating to drop that at
'Cause
a
it's like
moment's
basically a
notice to lay down
shotgun,
a few
but-
extra shots over there in the field.
Cameras
Or,
been
like, people
spotted
use
for
it like a
Lucid.
shotgun
I don't
at
need
least,
this
but
fight. He has the drop
it's got
ball,
range
he's got
if
the
you
2-2 combo. He
hit your
doesn't
shots.
necessarily need the kills, and what I love most about Lucid, you'll see one of his repulsor getaways in my next top 5. I guarantee it after this tournament. This man's movement
Gotta
is
love a
on
nice
point.
pucket top
Look
5.
at this rotation. They moved it all the way from
He was
A tower,
waiting.
like I was talking before, Puckett,
Patiently
all the
waiting for
way
him to
over
fall
towards
into the
B stronghold.
reticle.
And they had their own little bit of a setup there too. Those power weapons. But I like how they played it. It looks like Elucid was eventually taken down. The good part about that play though is you had to draw a bunch of Cloud9 members out into an unideal spot. Look at this. Even though Cloud9 got the kills, they're stuck in garage. They're pushing over towards the A stronghold. There's really not very strong positions for them at this moment to like have a strong setup and pick off these players who are just
Oh my
spawning.
goodness, Lucid
Yeah, they
and
just
Trippy
aren't getting anything
combining
going
to
right
do
now.
So much damage over FB
Toss
as
it
you
off
see
though, play
Penguin
ball.
getting dropped
Hard
as well.
reset.
Cloud9 is in trouble as 3 just went down. Renegade had a little burst earlier, and the man sitting on 5 kills. So keep my eye on him, as well as Eco, who snags the
Ooh.
camo but can't get away with it.
Bounce off the bottom
you
stairs.
saw
He only
Eco
took
have
off
a
half
bit
his
of
shield
a
though.
hesitancy there, where
Oh.
he wasn't sure if he was spotted, so he said, you know what, rather than go for the back smack and potentially just not even get a trade here, I'm gonna go for
I
the
love doing
two-shot
shit like
melee,
that.
guarantee I at least get 1 kill and some subsequent damage.
Here's that Mangler. You saw Heat Wave for OpTic. You see Mangler for
Oh.
OpTic. You see headshots.
He didn't
for
hit him with
Lucid.
the drop.
Also,
Drop
the other
third
factor I
shot.
could consider there as to why he went for that 2-shot beatdown is I'm not sure if Pistola has a back. I don't know if you can actually back smack him. So
There we
in
go.
that case, you might
Hold
as well
it.
go for a 2-shot beatdown.
Hold
the wizard
this.
cannot be assassinated.
Look at that.
Chest.
Scoops that.
Love to see it. Ola again in the feed.
That's
as we
just
talk about him,
elite,
is gonna
man.
Find Stellar. Stellar just getting beat up on. He and Penguin
my
seem
God.
to be in the tough position in the after.
Oh, this looks like it's OpTic's map so far, man.
Penguin finally trades out with Lucid as Renegade fights for his life, and he finally gets help. The duo now with Oddball control, and it's Cloud9 scoring once again. 52-22 though. Remember, here in the new Oddball though, we are playing best of 3 heats. And in this opening heat, it's been your red team in
Not a
control.
fan of the
And
best
for
of
those
3
just
heats,
joining us,
but
no, that wasn't a
it is what
Matrix
it is.
Resurrections preview. That was actually Lucid, who was just happening to stop some bullets and some grenades, just reflecting those back.
I'm gonna be hyped if this goes to
Lucid
game
just
5. It
pulled
looks
off
like
the
that's
near
gonna be the way it
impossible here
goes,
during
but
these games, making the most effective
not the
use
way you
out
would
of
have
the
thought it
Halos
was
and
gonna
Sam
go after
more than
Cloud9 won
anybody
game 1
in the
250 to
game that I've
49.
seen So far.
Best movement in the game? You calling it?
Yeah, best move in the
I guess
game
it doesn't
right now.
really
You just
benefit
watch
to
him
be
and
good
his
at one
Master Chief
specific
moves
mode
different.
though.
That's coming from one of the original
If,
movement kings. Put that on your Twitter bio. Here's Trippy down low.
Who's
and
the
he is
original
gonna let
movement
it
king?
loose.
I wasn't
2
listening
players
to what he
drop
said.
shield, make it 3 now.
The only
All
the only
Cloud9 survives. I say it as the
game
grenades
mode you
come
play
in,
more than once
and
is
it's
Slayer.
APG raining down the fire. He'll be traded,
You get 1
but nice
CTF,
back and
1
forth kills will
Stronghold,
make
1
sure that the
Oddball, 2
Oddball
Slayer.
does not move
I wonder if
as
Grand
the battle
Finals is
control.
best of
Puckett,
7.
We've noticed this a couple times already where Cloud9, they're able to acquire the kills like they do
That's
over
more
at the
like
B
it. That's how I
Stronghold
use the
or
Heat Wave.
they're over in the field,
Whipping all
but
my
they're in
shots.
4 positions afterwards. And so even though OpTic Gaming might not have as many numbers, they might only have 1 or 2 alive, they just have superior positioning. They can, you know, flush them out outside of the cage.
Oh, he had all the time in the world to line that up.
Oh, the panic. I feel it. I feel it for you, Lucid.
And here I am telling Lucid how he should be
Sniper
playing
rifle,
Halo.
Not as easy as it once was. Trippy's gonna get rid of this.
Oh,
and
he got
the
caught
doesn't
right on the
happen.
edge.
This is gonna be an opportunity.
Oh, and he caught it. He caught it. Oh, no
As
way.
Lucid is doing everything in his power
That was
to
going
keep
off the
ball out of
map.
control of a Penguin.
That was
Surviving
world
for now.
class.
He's got help. With that said, they're both hurt.
Yeah, he's
How
not
are
sure
Trippy
anymore. He's
and
like,
Lucid surviving.
He's like, I'm not sure. Should we still play ball this anymore, or should I have grabbed that? But yeah, that was such a safe snag there from Penguin. But the beauty about this spot, though, you get a couple of these kills. You don't need your players right next to you. Look at this.
Right.
Renegade's able
He's got
to
that
flank out through
prosthetic
bottom.
arm,
We had his
prosthetic
teammate, I believe
legs.
That was Eco over near Nest. They have
I
eyes
bet you
on
the
Penguin from like some
prosthetics are
angles.
like
Penguin's
skinnier
alone.
than
He's got help from afar.
Yeah, and when you can
than
count
any
how
of the
many
other
players are in
ones,
the
and that's
tunnel,
why he
you
has
don't
full
play it, right?
prosthetics.
They're just going to scoop it up. Stellar getting out with his life can drop in on this as soon as it's grabbed.
Yeah,
I haven't
you don't
actually
wanna
looked
just
into that.
dive in on that, especially with that superior positioning. So smart by Stellar. Stellar actually flanking on over and trying to get his teammates some help over at the B Stronghold, but just meeting resistance from way too many angles.
Working down low with Penguin, though. And Penguin's just going to chuck the ball back towards Garage. They say, guys, let's just run it away from C. That's where all of OpTic Gaming is spawning.
It's been a long
It's gonna
first
be
round.
Trippy trying to get to this. He stopped the oddball score. And
Game
he's
is
got
pretty
one player
close
to
for,
beat
like,
here. He's at
the
window.
way it
Stellar
started.
gets away with his life. Nice job by Renegade to rotate and get that clutch kill.
Yeah, those are huge kills, and Stellar obviously still opting to go for these slaves first. As I talked about before, that garage setup, Puckett, whoever gets the kills is going to have that setup. There's no play ball opportunities nearby. So when in doubt,
9-point
you need
game,
to
man.
stay in that position, whereas you can't afford that
Cloud9
same luxury.
very well
Like I
could
said,
still
I
win.
should say, you can afford that luxury.
It is
when you're
also
right
only
here,
the first
so you
round,
just
so-
play ball if you're not sure and you don't get the slays.
All right, I saw a Mangler.
Gotta
I
do
saw
it
a
again,
Sniper, I see an
regardless
Oddball.
on who
Those are
wins this
all in
round.
favor of your red team, who is currently leading 77-61 here. They need just 23 more points to close this first heat out, but trouble
I love
is
that
coming.
sniper skin.
And Pistola,
It's so
he's gonna
nice.
say, let's just rotate this, try and play it. I'll do as much
3
damage
guys.
as I can. 0 damage dealt. Nice retake here from Cloud9 to keep
I was
the
gonna say,
ball
did they
alive.
even
I don't think
play?
that one got played either, Puckett. That's
Bro,
the
they're
second
struggling.
time we've seen a failed play ball from OpTic Gaming. Nope, actually, I was wrong. I guess I got the play ball then. So
Okay. It's a little tough here in third person to see exactly where that ID is. Renegade, though, he's going to try and get the angle as Eco calls it out.
It looked like it,
Down
but
low.
maybe Luca
There's a
ran over and
three-man
tossed it
pinch. He
off.
never stood a chance. Eco coming in to finish things off, but it's Pistola who finds Stellar outside instead. This team is in trouble. Cloud9 just getting pinned from all
Ooh,
directions here. Just when they had
nice.
the upper hand, well, Renegade's going to make sure they keep it. I thought he was going down.
yeah, that was a scary scenario. This was a 4-on-2 for a moment.
It was actually
and
one of
that
the bank
massive
shots that
play
killed
ball,
him too,
Lucid
which is
realizing
nuts.
that if Cloud9 were able to get set up in tower with that ball, especially with the time ticking down, that would have been devastating. But instead, they play it for these last few seconds. They need to get a ball touch right now, and that is going to be round
Ooh,
one.
round
going
one
in
to
favor
OpTic.
of OpTic Gaming.
So
Playing the
close
time
to
so
causing
smart
a,
and getting those play balls where they needed it.
I thought the way Cloud9
round-
was set up, we weren't going to
or
see
game
that
5,
happen, but
sorry.
if the ball isn't being picked up by anyone, that 5-minute
That next
timer,
round
it
starts
just
really
keeps
quick.
draining. OpTic wins based on time. And so far, Trippy not afraid to pick up the objective for his squad. It's been a team effort from your red team on the blue squad.
Let's see
We
it.
need to see the slaying start
Liquid
their way.
unlegit.
And so far, this is the best start you can ask for Stellar and Eco.
Yep, all 4 dead, only losing Renegade. I think they'll take that.
This is the
trade
first time we
any
saw
day
this
of the
ball
week,
in
and they
tower.
have the first tower
I
setup
definitely
that
think that's
we've
the best
really
setup to
seen.
hold.
And we'll see if they actually can hold it for a long period of time. It's
hard to get 'em out.
Trippy holding the ball at the top tower, but they never really got like full control.
Especially with people
They
at that
started
skill
fighting
level
over
where
the
you just
field.
The repulsor's the greatest
they're so
addition to this
evasive,
game.
you can't
I know
really
it's
nade
the
them out.
grapple. It's
The way that I just kind of stand up there and get hit with 4
Sword
nades and
punches
insta
and
die.
everything else that has happened throughout this weekend. I am all about
He had
it.
the
Look at
swans
Halo
right.
Infinite.
They're out there.
Camo, speaking
He
of,
just doesn't
is
see 'em
up
yet.
Right now, Penguin with the sniper rifle trying to defend this position from Ola and the rest of OpTic Gaming, who's trying to sneak their way in. There's the first kill from Ola to open things up. The ball's
Oh,
still in the
tough
fans of
nade.
Cloud9, by the way. So
Oh.
it's not just the camo they've got.
Yeah, they got a little of everything, and they've got drop wall to take that out. But
Nice
that's gonna be
cartwheel
the
out of
defense
Penguin.
Of Cloud9 being taken out, 2 members going out. They're
already halfway there, dude. It's so many more points than last round at this point. 30 seconds off the game clock so far.
Opportunity presents itself. That time it didn't. However, the fact that APG went down there, he now can have other teammates from OpTic Gaming go down and help. So it's all about a numbers game. You get 2 people down.
Solid 1
draw
second
them
for
in towards
OpTic
the
out of that.
objective. If there's players down there, the rest of your team can collapse, and you can trade kill for kill, get the ball, and rotate out where you need to be.
Gotta
If
love
somebody
that
is
rag
not down
dolling
there,
out of the
that's where
ceiling.
APG is just walking away with free
I'm
time.
sure that's how the game was intended to
They had a
play.
big hold on C earlier when we were talking about camo. Well, you're going to see up near 60
He's getting
points
ready
here
to
for
play it if he
Renegade.
has to.
The grenades come in. Stellar is still distracting, and Eco is there to support
2 down.
this ball.
They're about to go
Nice
3
spread
down.
here from Cloud9, but
Renegade's
Lucid is gonna
playing
break
it.
the fortress.
Renegade plays it. It's arguable if that was early or not. Clearly not, since Ola was over there. But the whole point being is Renegade knew he had to get that play ball, and he's playing this weird balancing game during a time like that. It's
Ooh,
how much
he hurt
time
the
can I
hell out of
waste
him
from
with that.
OpTic Gaming so my teammates respawn.
Oh, did he shoot the nade?
Diminish a little bit more, or reduce. And then secondly, you know, besides buying some more times, like how greedy can you
No
get?
one's
You
getting,
never
like,
want to be
other
in a
than that
position where you
first
don't play the
50-second
ball.
chunk
You know,
that
we have
C9
some of the
had,
best
no one's
players
really
in
getting
there
the
that
full
can explain
setup.
why you should play
Where
the
they
ball.
can really grab a chunk of time.
Dropping
It's
that
just
first
all
heat
scrap.
based on time. Cloud9, they are looking to tie this one up with some dominant control here. Their opponent's only 3 seconds. OpTic hasn't gotten anywhere near this objective.
They're pulling it
they have
into
such a struggle this
into
game,
A.
but
I hate
it's all come-
this
and I was
setup.
gonna say at first I was gonna be like they're outslaying heavily, but it's not quite so.
I always
It feels like
lose
Cloud9
games when the ball's
got
in
the
A. I
great
don't know why.
slays off the beginning, but now it's just been more of
We
trading
always
slays,
struggle to get them
but
out.
grabbing time during those
My
trade
team never
slays.
holds it.
2 run away from the other two.
Obviously, when I say my team, I mean
73
the 3
points to
randoms
just 3
that
points.
matchmaking gives me.
OpTic, they have a a little bit of control.
Playing Halo like we're
Lucid, though,
cross-eyed.
Spots two, needs to call that out and run away. He's going to watch low, so it's up to Trippy to defend the
Little
garage,
commando
and he's
action.
gonna trade out one. Renegade's gonna
Ooh,
find a heady
Lucid with
as
one.
Lucid just puts the bullet in his
No
teeth.
scope
That's going to
headshot.
be 2 for 2, but this time we are seeing OpTic at least coming ahead in ball time.
That was
during
all
that
4
trade,
dead though.
Whereas Cloud9 has been doing that previously. But they get to play ball, and it's not played for
I don't
long
think they were
as
actually
Stellar
all 4
grabs
dead
it
at the
and
same
brings it
time,
back to
but
the garage, where
all 4 of
Cloud9
them
feels
died,
they get the
meaning
ball.
they all
Stellar's
were coming
gonna
off
have
spawn.
close ball time for his squad here, without a doubt. He was the one holding it on C after the intro fight. He is the one who gets them another 10 seconds.
This would be a
Within
crazy
15
comeback for
points in the
OpTic to
second
win
one.
this round.
And this is looking like a fantastic bounce back for Cloud9. If you're just joining us, they're up 2-1 in the series. They could close out OpTic Gaming with wins here.
Yep, they're going to need to win these 2
I feel like he
rounds.
did that on
the bottom
accident,
there,
but it
UI is
ended
just
up being
slightly
a
over
really
the
good
ignore
nade.
the dots. We just know right now in this oddball game of the best of 3 in oddball rounds, it's 1-0 for OpTic at the moment.
About to be 1-1 unless Pistola can get in. He's
They only
alone.
need 10 more
APG coming
seconds.
off the spawn. There's a little bit of help, but is help going to get there in time to stop
3,
the objective? I
2,
don't think so. 2
1.
seconds, 1
Nope.
second.
That's
We're
it.
going to Heat 3.
Such a smart spot to be. Penguin knew he was receiving pressure
Zane
from the
Gwyn.
garage side. Knew that
All
people
right.
would be out from
For all the
B
marbles.
side over towards the bridge, and just
Will
decides
OpTic
to
lose their
ride
first
out
live
that
fire
low corner
match?
to close out the game.
All right, we go over to Lucid. Our observer feels he has the hot hand, and I'm with the Obs. OpTic Gaming kind of shut down in that
I did think these were the best 2 teams at the tourney. It sucks they're playing in winner semis, but the crazy thing is that the other winner semi already ended. EU beat Pioneers, so EU United's guaranteed top 3. The winner of this is guaranteed top 3, so
scoop up that ball time, even though he has the power weapons at the moment.
the
Just
loser
decides
of
that right
this,
now, this is more important. Gets that play ball, is gonna try to stay
between the
alive.
loser of
Just
this and
off the backseat tower,
Sentinels,
but that's not gonna
like,
be long when you have someone like Lucid
one of them's
taking
gonna
you
get
out.
4th place, which is crazy because I would have guessed those were the top 3 teams. But good for EU United. They're guaranteed at least top 3.
Teammate APG calling out the rotation from Nest. Play ball opportunity. And he could also just drop this off. You do not need to throw it off the map with how far away your opponents are spawning.
Yep, it's always a delicate balance.
Sentinels were up
knowing
1-0
how and when
last
to
time I
play
looked
ball,
against
because you obviously never want to play it too
Space
late,
Station.
but also play it too early. That adds
So,
up over time. Not only does
I
it
did
affect
say
the current
yesterday
setup,
that I thought
you no longer
that
force
could have been a
opposing
grand
team
final
to take down
matchup.
the tower.
Sentinels
If you see them
versus
play ball for
OpTic,
free,
a
you no
rematch,
longer
but
like, all right, you're in that
I don't know,
advantageous
Cloud9's
position. I don't care
looking
about that.
hot.
I can roll towards bomb center. I can set a new setup.
I respect the attempt, Dave, but this could be costly not playing that ball.
And
Puts
they're
so
gonna
much
play
pressure
each
on
other.
OpTic here. You gotta break
Either
through
Cloud9
right
or
now.
OpTic's going to play
Nice
Sentinels
start by
before
Trippy. He drops the first, second player.
EU.
He
If
built it
EU
as
loses
they
in winners
will find
finals, they'll be
2.5.
waiting in losers
Third player
finals.
jumped that
Or,
ball off the map.
yeah,
So
losers
Cloud9,
finals.
fresh respawns. OpTic Gaming, easy rotate.
So one of
APG's gonna take
these
it
2
right
teams are going to
back
play
over
each
where
other
he was, but
before
with shots coming from dummies,
they'd
he's
run
just
into
gonna run this
United,
finesse
which is
behind
kind of
Trippy,
lame.
and this is the heads-up objective play. You lost both of your support players, though, so it's just Trippy
But I guess the price you
and
pay,
APG up now
being
for
an open
OpTic.
bracket
They could be in
team.
trouble here as Stellar gets the flank.
The other thing that's brilliant that we're seeing from these players from Cloud9 and OpTic is the times they know that they need to be dropping the ball.
No one ever goes for
and
that
the
jump.
times that they can hold it and be greedy and just walk it on over while scrapping up those extra precious seconds.
They
That
just kind
last
of
one,
jump off
you
that
saw-
thing to
you saw
get
how calm
try to
APG
avoid
was
nades
running
coming out of that
towards
doorway
the
and
tower.
surprise
Realized they
anyone
could
that
drop
might
it,
come
looked
out
up,
to
right here,
scoreboard
slide
from
away,
bottom.
I think just realized, yep, I'm gonna scrap up these extra few seconds, and right now it's only a 7-second game if my eyes don't deceive me.
31-38, it looks like on my board as well, Dave.
We're getting
Ola
old, dude.
and Lucid picking up the kills, but more importantly, Lucid, he's got the camo. That ball, it's bait. And he is looking to hook a big fish. We've got Stellar, we've got Penguin top middle, and unfortunately for Lucid, he was just in the wrong place. Cloud9 swarms all over.
That is unfortunate when you're just like trying to find people with camo. From range again, though. That was sick.
You know what? That was
He
just a
doesn't know
great
that he's
play
in
by
A.
Cloud9 to put pressure
Trippy
on
was
the
in
ball
there and they didn't know.
immediately. What generally happens with these top
Costed
teams
them.
is
They
feel like,
definitely
all
could have
right,
double
the ball
teamed them
carrier
and
is clearly bait. If I just go beeline
pulled
for
something
that
off.
ball carrier, you're just giving up a free kill. You're gonna get shot in the side. You're falling right into the trap. But that was one of the weird situations where Lucid spread out a little bit too far, did not have the backup for the ball carrier, and that window of opportunity was seized by Cloud9.
Dude, that always happens to me. It's so hard to like hit someone when they slide away.
Can throw off the entire team in ranked. Could be happening here, as you can't always guarantee the spawn you think it'll be. 41 to 62. Cloud9
Everyone always
out of
uses
this one,
that
but
now.
they've been chasing after this objective for what feels
The
like
repulse
last
up the
90
top mid.
seconds. Outside of that one push, Stellar is going to be chasing this one still with Penguin, but APG might get to play it here.
Yeah, he's gonna get that play ball.
He had to reload too.
Off every second. That's an interesting one. I think you need to know the times that you can jump off of the ball while holding it versus just tossing off. And since APG was one shot, says, all right, I'm gonna jump and see if I can scrap another second or two, unbeknownst to him that player was gonna get finished off.
And here's another
Yeah, that was unfortunate. He had to reload. Like, how could you predict that, you know?
In the feed will be one of 3 kills being scored.
There's no way for APG to be like, oh, he's reloading.
Oddball being brought in by Cloud9. Trippy is in the garage,
Such a
but he
wise
doesn't see it coming.
rotation. All these members from Cloud9.
It's
are
been
pushing
a
towards the
long
garage,
nap.
and you would think naturally that ball carrier is going to go, all right, I'll take the quickest route to garage. I'm going to go through a tunnel where Trippy was waiting. But Renegade, realizing by deduction that, all right, well, I know the field side's safe. I'm just going to run towards field side.
And that is a 70 to
2 down for
56,
C9.
As OpTic Gaming is now within 25
This could
points
be
of
it.
forcing a game 5.
This is just getting wild.
You just hear the commando getting
OpTic
sprayed
are fine
down.
with trading kills. If they are holding the ball and trading kills and just spawning across the map, they are totally fine with that. However, this is also a dangerous time. They lost these battles. There were 2 members down now at the moment for
3
OpTic.
down.
If they were to get this in the garage, that would have been devastating because
There were 3
Cloud9
down there,
was
but
up. They
Lucid
closed
got
out
the
this
1
game.
kill and a stick. Oh, that's
These
huge.
points from Lucid, half of the Cloud9 setup destroyed. APG now will find the 3rd.
That's the difference between them getting, you know, 20, 30 free seconds.
OpTic Gaming getting some stellar plays from
And OpTic
Lucid,
getting
open this
control
one up
back.
and close game number 4.
I mean, yes,
Now he's just
on the stat
running.
screen is a couple kills, but it really
Run to
doesn't
me.
signify the impact that Lucid had there. It was
You love to
literally-
see that, the
he was only
rotation
one over there.
to his
He was able to
teammates.
take out
You
2
never
members
see
and
that in
single-handedly
matchmaking.
break through on the Cloud9 Sep and Sep his team to close this game out potentially.
Kid on my
Dave, I
team would
always
have been
used to
sitting there
yell
for
at
4
upcoming
seconds.
casters to not call the game too early.
Get that
I'm
extra
yelling
4
at myself
seconds
right
as he
now
just
because
insta
I
dies.
thought OpTic was
And
gonna
then
be
the
able
other
to
team
wrap
just
that
goes
all
full
the way back
setup.
towards the garage safely. One crucial kill down low, cuts down the ball carrier and keeps Cloud9 in this
He's
game.
looking for
Their
him.
opponent needing
Damn.
just 10 points.
They only need
Cloud9
21
has now
still, though.
closed the gap. Are
They could
still
definitely
in it. They
still
can
win.
This next slaying battle. That's 2 kills going in their way. Pistol is down. APG,
3
the
down.
last one up,
3 down for
getting
OpTic.
away with the objective.
A desperation play
Oh,
there
they
from
spawned in
OpTic.
A, though.
Trying to grab
They
that
spawned in
ball and
A.
bring it towards their spawning teammates, but this is just going back and forth with these slays as both teams are battling out here over in front of the garage.
They were 2 down
Pistol went
again.
for the flank. Did he read it right? He did. Has to clutch up alone. He's
Oh,
not
no.
taking much damage here, but there's 3 players closing in.
Oh,
Cloud9 is here, and they're showing up in a big way. Your scoreboard, 84 to 90.
they don't know where to go.
Cloud9 could
They
steal
really
it and
don't know where to
close this
take the
one out
ball.
right here.
And Trippy's going for a long flank, but he doesn't know which side it's going to be. Trippy has now been sniffed out, knows that he's over towards garage side, so Renegade's going to run this over towards
Hey.
tower, going to run over into Trippy.
No.
Towards top center.
1 second. Oh my God, no way.
You cannot drop the ball.
And they're 3 down. That's it.
Are OpTic going to get these 2 seconds?
Yo, no way. That was crazy. He stopped him with 99.
As Cloud9 were panicking, trying
Oh
to
my
finish off that
God,
last play.
no
We see the
way.
crowd on their feet here in HCS Raleigh.
Oh, that was nuts. Whew. We're headed to game 5, boys.
Sit and marinate with what we just witnessed. Props to Cloud9, the comeback in that second
He
round.
said you can't drop the ball there. Like he just put it on the ground on purpose. Like he didn't die. Yo, that was awesome. That was a long map, but that was worth it. APG's like yelling at me. Let me take the fucking piss, mate.
And
Wow,
it's gonna be
2-1,
Slayer on
2-1.
recharge bucket.
After
This
that
one's gonna
annihilation
slow
in
down a
game
bit. I
1.
mean, those last couple games we saw
115K,
were back-to-back,
Halo's
but we're gonna bring it back to a
For
slightly
Team Slayer,
Let's
if you're
see it,
brand new to
baby.
Halo, you've been sleeping on it for 20 years. Welcome. This is HCS Raleigh. This is our game
Been
5,
sleeping on
and
Halo
we've
for
played a
20
bit.
years.
kicking this.
Damn, we're
one
getting
right
the full
off the bat.
animation,
You
huh?
know these teams are going to try to get any weapon they have at their disposal. Look at that.
Quick
Lucid
start for
knowing
Lucid.
The Cloud9 start, picking off Penguin. That's going to be Stellar going down as well. Lucid and the OpTic Gaming Squad fighting for their lives to grab this camo.
And I love this play if you're watching.
3-0. Okay, good start for OpTic. I feel like this is really a toss-up. Two best teams playing in a Slayer.
Switch after an opening kill, grab that camo and take control. Trippy with the shot, it's gonna hit
Oh
the first,
man,
goes for the grenade.
that like I can't believe that happened.
Misses the shot and is punished.
Usually you don't see like
And that's a swing. Because
like
as
he
the
gave
team
him an opportunity to kill him by throwing that nade before just shooting him in the head.
So, you know, it's gonna be
Usually players, when you play players that are as good as Renegade, you know, you give them that inch and you die. But I guess that's the difference between them playing against potatoes in matchmaking where they're just full of confidence versus when they're actually playing against the other best team, you know. Observer mode stinks though. That literally looked like he missed that snipe and they gave him the headshot.
Didn't happen this time, but a nice little swing there.
Also, a great understanding of the spawn system a bit. I mean, that was the first person he blamed right there was Stellar, and he's looking over here like the grapple to see if anyone spawned in your batteries. Like, I got
11-4, huge start for OpTic.
Probably over this way, and Lucid continues to rotate. He's no longer top class, could push behind pipes, but really, he's just looking out for his teammates. That
Stellar,
are
the
Control
Lion.
And Hydra, you're gonna have Stellar on the rotation, and he could get away with one here.
Doubling up his score,
From
12-6.
OpTic Gaming. I like the positioning from Stellar. He's got help as well. And I don't think OpTic with the lead is going to need to push.
I feel like the beginning of the game was so fast-paced, and now it's really slowing up. Everyone's like, all right, chill out. We can't just let this game get out of hand too quickly because we're just flying around.
That's what they were setting up the whole time. He slips in.
Everyone's setting up for that camo.
The rest of the team searching forward, and they've got OpTic trapped down by
Oh,
the sword.
did he
Nice
get
shots
shot
coming
by
in
his
as Penguin's
teammate?
gonna trade out with Ola.
You seen him
Camo
scoped in with the shock rifle.
scored, and now this is going to be Cloud9. They've got the invisibility cloak. They've got the mangler. It's time to maul some faces.
Yeah.
The invisibility cloak.
Are going to be able to make like 1/2 maybe push.
Is that what we're
this
calling camo
with
now?
The pace of this game, Penguin's really going to have to break through some sort of setup here and push him his team, but this is going to be difficult. Lucid already sniffs him out. Now he sniffs him out, gets the repulsor, gets
Dude,
the
it's hard to get that
Penguin.
last
That's such a
headshot with the
huge swing.
mangler.
Penguin can't get it done with the camo
Shoulda hit him with the
mangler,
drop.
And that's what Cloud9 had just fought for. All that effort now gone. You got to go back
Ooh,
to the basics.
that was
Mangler's gonna be
unfortunate
scooped up by
timing.
Pistola.
He still almost got the shot melee,
He is the
though.
one who is willing to go to those dangerous positions.
Both
He's
dead.
tried multiple times to sneak through the middle.
Oh, that would have been sick. Needed to get up a little higher to get that clamber.
Another
Not
piece we're seeing
quite.
thematically right now, Puckett, is we saw this on Bazaar Slayer at the end. We saw this just a moment ago.
The
from Stellar
Zengwin
in the bottom center,
sticks
but
him.
It seems like OpTic, on the whole, are holding
Only a
top
6-kill
just
game?
a bit more than we are from Cloud9. Cloud9 is still able to squeak out some of those fights, get those correct flanks, and do great plays, but generally, we're seeing these members of Cloud9 seemingly fight at height disadvantage, and that can't add up very well in the long run.
I like this push by Penguin and Renegade. They looped all the way around bottom middle. Unfortunately, OpTic, they've relocated. Now they're spotting Lucid.
It was 12-6, and it's just been a 6-kill game this whole time
He
since.
doesn't need it as Renegade somehow finds the kill on his own. Penguin was busy down low, and he converts it into a double. So that's a 3-kill swing. Closes our score to just a 4-point differential. And
Who's
Stellar
gonna
has
win,
the
though?
camo
So
again.
hard to
That's
tell.
3 camos now for Cloud9.
Yep, Cloud9 are going to have to be more effective with this camo than they were last time.
First 30 kills don't matter. That's what everyone always
Zero
says.
hesitation. Perfect. You make eye contact with them, you're like, that person's not looking at me right. He just starts
It's like a
shooting
basketball
immediately
game.
over at those stairs and make sure
Only the
that
last
he
2
does not
minutes.
get
2 minutes left. That's when the
lit up
game
first.
starts.
One thing that people can make a mistake with camo
We'll see
is
where
just
it's at
playing
at
too
30.
passive.
Yeah. And look at Stellar's
All
position.
tied up.
He didn't move past
Uh-oh.
long haul. He just kind of stayed in this corner, was able to get the cutoff on the retreat from OpTic. 23-23, Dave. The 7-kill gap has been closed.
This game with it slowing down, it seems like
tied
this is
up.
favoring Cloud9. I like this. During these slowdown times,
Going with
get
the sword.
every little advantage you can. Find whatever grenades, find whatever weapons that you can across the map, because those are going to come in handy. You don't want to go into this next engagement without every little bit of firepower that you can have.
If OpTic pulls this off, man, the reverse sweep against Cloud9, that's a hurt for them.
First shot didn't hit that one. Still threatening OpTic. OpTic is going for a 3-man push on Penguin. Grenades are there, and look at the flank from C9.
It's crazy how it just goes from like super fast paced to like a standstill.
28 to 24 now.
And all of a sudden it just becomes chaos and
everyone's
everyone's flying again. Standstill.
his teammate there, and just make sure they pings Ola, keeps his shields down, and then
Dude,
goes
OpTic
back and focuses on any
has
potential
gotten
flanks.
like 2 of the last 15 kills,
We
it
talked
feels
about
like.
Steller as well. I know I called him out when he's having a rough game. Look at him now.
Leading in kills, Puckett.
9 and 6. Going for his killing spree here.
Gets a
and he'll
trade
be
in a
stopped
3v1.
with 2 players in his face.
Can't be
so he
letting
gets
that
the
happen.
double-digit save. Good call here. And now we're going to see the
Ooh.
reversal from APG. OpTic needs a little spark here. And that might be it from APG.
Look at how this high-level Halo is played. You notice a player gets a kill, and immediately that's reacted by another teammate.
Yep.
It's just kill after kill after kill. And you see these players trade out over and over again. It's when the big swings happen.
32-29, 3-kill game.
Somehow that player stays alive. That was initially in that first interaction, and that's where it really snowballs a lead.
Ola's having a tough one. He's
Slowing
been
it
picked
up
off 12
again.
times.
That's an active game.
Oh, that's
As
12
our old friend
deaths.
Nistic used to say, I was in a lot of fights.
Most numbers, baby.
Most numbers.
Ola looking for some more kills to go with those deaths.
Most numbers.
Unfortunately, has
Perfect.
been picked off by the help from Cloud9.
Is he gonna hit the jump?
Lucid,
Is he gonna
he's
smack his
teaching
head
all
on
you
that air
bronze players how to
conditioner?
climb up. Know the jumps, kids.
And some of us Onyx players, I don't use that lens either just yet, but I will start using it now.
Yeah. I just got back in Onyx. Thanks for the carry, 72 hours if you're watching. Here we go. Lucid on your screen. He is
Puckett Onyx
kind of
confirmed.
been outgunned in the last few 1v1s I've seen, and that's not something that was happening earlier in the series. Stellar again, the one on the flank who's going to be able to finish the kill and go for the trade. Eco with
I love how it
76
shows
is able to add to
OBJ for
his
your kill
feed,
count.
And we're going to see
Oh.
off the map by Penguin.
He was looking down like, can I
You saw
clamber
Ola
this?
too. He's been repulsed before, and he was looking down to grab that
Yep.
ledge. He was trying to pull a, what's the
Cliffhanger?
Yeah, cliffhanger.
Yeah, there we go. We'll go with Randall on this one.
Cliffhanger.
Lucid.
You get a medal for that?
What's
I don't
the
think
game
I've
plan?
actually
I honestly want
done
to see
that.
just BRs running forward together for OpTic. This whole find a target, get an angle hasn't been working recently, but you see the 1v1 as Ola is able to find Stellar out in the tunnel.
Ooh.
Grenades
He got
are the
stuck.
issue though, as Eco wins the war in yellow.
I don't like the
Yep, if you
kill
are in
feed
these
thing
stale-
for
or
stick.
these
It's like a
staggered times
helmet.
And you're not getting extra grenades.
I don't
like you see
understand
someone
why it's
like
not just like the
APG getting.
grenade
You
indicator.
are going in this next battle as a disadvantage. All these players know how and where everything spawns, and they want to make sure they grab this. Even in a situation like
Got away with
look at
camo.
this late
Not good.
for activation. In fact, I
Yeah.
wish it was a little later. Since
Ego
especially if you
camo
get this
sword.
you get a little buzz
Oh, it's
and not
tough.
seen somehow. That was wild. I thought for certain Ola was going to sniff that out
Right.
or see that player, but my guess is Ola is not
That was unfortunate.
looking at that position for very long. Instead, is focused on that little, the little turbine around that at Hydro.
Yeah, might have looked over at a teammate screen, see what else is going on around the world. Ola
Oh,
falls,
he's
Eco
going for him.
survives, and Eco still got the sword in hand, hunting down kills as it's Penguin who finds the finish. 7 kills now here for Cloud9.
Not looking good for OpTic.
They were down as much as 8, I believe.
Look
Now
at this,
in control by the same number.
and also look at this patience here from the Cloud9 members. They get someone like Ola weak, they're not just charging in right
Let's see a
away. That's
sword
what Ola
spree.
wants the
Can
big
you even get
players
5
in to
kills
do.
with the sword?
Instead,
I
they're
guess you
waiting until he
probably
makes his
can,
next
right?
move, or at least wait until they get the second angle. It
Spawns
generally
with
takes a couple
50%
players to take
health.
down one of these members here from OpTic.
Cloud9.
Oh, Renegade.
Renegade, it might be early in the
Body
tournament for some
disrespect.
backsmacks.
I don't know why they can't just
I
say
mean, we saw
teabag, but
respectful from Navi playing earlier. We might have to be seen disrespectful here from Renegade, aka the Cloud9 team member, just going off, making a statement saying, hey,
Yep.
we won the last major
Damn.
tournament. We're the Halo by World Champions. Nothing's changed. 49 kills, that's going to be 50.
damn.
Close it out.
They almost got reverse swept. OpTic had it, dude.
To the winners bracket finals. Making a
They were
statement
killing it
about
mid-game.
OpTic Gaming.
They were up like 7 or 8, and then, dude, it was like they got 2 of the next 15 kills or something crazy like that.
Renegade not backing down. He and Stellar playing confident in all of their
Damn.
engagements.
Look at that hair,
It was a
Stellar.
difference maker for me here on the final map. The confidence
All right, let's see
pays
some
off.
resilience out of
They
OpTic,
get the
though.
kills and they get the win, taking control and finishing strong.
125K, Halo's back.
Scary there for him to go. Take it away.
All right, thank
What do you have to
legends
say,
up there in
Renegade?
the casting booth. But ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Renegade.
Hey, I'm like a
You guys got this
renegade.
done, okay? To lose that game for 100-99.
That was
and you
nuts.
Go into that game 5, you're down by 7, but somehow y'all managed to stay afloat. How you get it done?
You gotta just top it off with my teammates, man. They're like the most iciest players I've ever
Ice,
played
they
with.
got the ice.
Last tournament, I didn't play with them, and I regretted it. So now it showed off on LAN. We beat OpTic.
He didn't play with them?
I mean, the job isn't over, but I'm excited for that win.
Exactly. That's a big way to be proud of.
And
Like
he
you
didn't
got
play with
it
them, and he
done.
regretted
You
it.
said that, you know, you regret it not
I'm
to
out
play
on the
one
loop
more
on that
game.
one.
But now being in this moment, how does it feel to play with these guys? And tell me what makes your team so special.
I mean, I think what makes our team so special is like we're literally best friends. Like we tell each other when we're not doing good, and I think like we all know inside that when it comes to like LAN and tournament that we're gonna show up.
Yeah, you guys have been showing up so far, but like you said, the job is not done yet. You're gonna have United there.
United in winners finals.
How you feeling about them?
No
You guys
disrespect to
working-
United, but I think that's easy
After
for
that win,
Cloud9.
we are ready to go. I'm ready to play United. They're a great team, but I mean, we just took down the Juggernaut, so we will beat everyone in this tournament.
Hey, there you
We'll
go.
beat
Everybody
anyone.
give it up for Renegade once
I think they
again.
got it,
Let's get
honestly.
to it, guys, at the stage. Lottie, I know you guys
We'll
gotta
see.
break all this
Is it
down.
going to be OpTic United in the losers finals, or maybe OpTic will run into Sentinels? We'll see.